About her hickory y'all. Hi. Let me adjust myself. Look at me looking how I'm looking. Hi everybody. But what's up? I just wanted to show my face. And I wanted to talk about a topic today that I've been trying to talk about for a while, but you know, procrastination. I'm gonna wait just a little bit for people to come here. If not, then I'm gonna just go, and then people gonna come in later after I post everything. So that's just gonna be that. But today I wanted to talk about making friends with your demons, okay? Becoming friends with your demons, okay? So that you won't have any power relinquished over you, okay? When you actually start to kind of understand how the universe works, how darkness works. Hi everybody. Hey. Once you kind of understand how yes, I can read your comment. Hello. Once you kind of understand kind of how the universe works, how darkness works, how energy works, how mentalism works, then you'll understand there's nothing to fear, okay? It's already about to be a minute and 30, so let's get straight to the point, because I know I'm like that too, okay? So what are demons? Okay, so most of us, who grew, hopefully, most of my demographic comes from the United States. So the predominant religion in the United States is Christianity, right? So demons, are supposed to be, according to the Christian doctrine, the warriors of Satan who just torment humanity and who prey on them. And, there's nothing you can do to escape it except for, you get the light of Jesus, even though that does work, like I said, the mind is all, the universe is mental. So even though that does work, a lot of people fear demons instead of just understanding what they are. I don't mean fear them like, fear them in terms of letting them control them. Okay. Um, so, so originally, I'm sure y'all heard this before, but the original context of demons came from a Greek origin called a daemon. It's either, I've seen it spelled either DAIMEN, or I can see the other interpretation, the other spelling for it is DAE, I think MON, something like that. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. Y'all seen the spelling before, okay? So basically, what are demons? Okay, demons are, they are angels, they are demons. And I'm giving my interpretation. I may be wrong. Like I said, I don't like to say that I'm right, but just through my experience, how I carry myself throughout the world, and my experiences with dealing with both type of energies, to me, angels are more of the lighter type, okay? They're like your protectors, your saviors, you kind of like your higher entities. Angels are definitely useful for protection, guidance, and things like that, right? I was just thinking about that. Damon is from Vampire Diaries. I always think about that. So it's crazy that you say that, because Damon was actually a menace to society at one point in time. But demons are kind of lower entities, okay? And demons are really feared. The root word for demons comes from means genius, okay? So prior to after kind of the Roman Greek church kind of eased its way in and started to really become more prominent in society. Prior to the church, Damon had no negative connotation. It actually meant genius, okay? Why? Because demons carry information, okay? Demons are representation of, basically, I'm talking about inner. Let's talk about inner first, your inner demons. Demons are a representation of the lower aspects of yourself, right? So it's similar to, like, in the mind is all, the universe is mental. These are just projections of your own consciousness, okay? So you have good thoughts or positive thoughts, and you also have negative and bad thoughts, okay? Think about those cartoons where, the person's trying to make a decision, and then there's a little angel on their shoulder, and then there's a little devil on their shoulder. It's kind of similar to that, okay? So in regards to the inner demons, these are just your shadow aspects, the things that you suppress, whether it's jealousy, fear, things that you fear, anxiety, feelings of unworthiness, feelings of abandonment, like you ain't never gonna be shit, you wasn't shit, look at your parents, they did you wrong because you ain't shit. Those are demons, okay? And I don't like it when people say I'm fighting my demons, because you're never, when you fight your demons, they're not going anywhere. They're a part of you. Like the thing that makes them alive is because the thing that makes them alive is you. You are feeding them. Wherever your mind goes, energy flows, right? So when people be like, "Oh, I'm fighting demons," that's the fucking problem, because I'm trying not to cuss. Oh my God, that's the problem. Because instead of fighting them, you kind of need to integrate yourself with them, because they are a part of you, okay? Because they serve a purpose, all right? And how you do that is through what they call, I can see, as shadow work. Shadow work is basically what I'm explaining is kind of making friends with your demons, okay? So instead of fighting them, you kind of need to hold hands with them and tame them. That's the whole purpose of me making this video, is you tame your demons and become friends with them. It's like you acknowledge them. You can personify them if you may. Personify meaning like give them a name, certain characteristics, why, where did you come from? Why, or where did this entity come from? Where did this stem from? And things like that, right? So that's the whole, really, that's the whole goal. You shouldn't be fighting your demons. You should actually be holding their hands and taming them and letting them work for you, okay? You don't let them drive you, you drive them, okay? You keep them in the cage, okay? You keep the key, and then when you are ready to use them, you can. So when you do make friends with your demons, an alchemical process starts to happen where you can transmute them and use them at your will. You know what I'm saying? Because in mythology terms, you should be grown enough to know, especially if you've been watching my channel, Satan is not a real person. There is nobody below your feet plotting on your downfall, okay? There is nobody below you literally fucking up your life and like, oh, I'm gonna fuck up your life today. Like, there's nobody doing that. Like, we're adults, okay? We're grown-ups. So we should be able to take account for our and if everything in religion is based off it's mythology based, okay? It's allegorical based, so it's not meant to be taken literal, even though a lot of people do take it literal. Like I be saying, like, I don't be knocking Christians, but I be telling people Jesus is Santa Claus for grown-ups, okay? So it's just the same thing, okay? So when you actually start to make friends with your demons and actually become one with them, and actually control them, an alchemical process happens where you, to me, in my personal opinion, you get another source of power, okay? You have access to power that nobody has, because you're in control of the things that supposedly are supposed to torment you, okay? So for example, me conquering some of my demons, now I use them to kind of breathe life back into me in the lower nature, meaning to give myself not an identity, but kind of to remind myself where I was, because it was my demons who kind of picked me up off the ground and remind me who the hell I was, so I can keep pushing forward. When I was in pain, when I suffered betrayal, where my affections weren't returned from people, and when people tried to undermine my self-value because they didn't feel like they were worthy of me, so they tried to reflect it and project it back on me. That's where my demons came in. My demons picked my ass up and reminded me who the hell I was, and my demons breathed life back into me and reminded me that I am that BITCH. Basically, that's how I use my demons. Also, me conquering my demons also allowed me to not be afraid of the darkness, to understand certain magical practices and not be afraid of them, because I understand how it works. When you study something and when you actually learn it, when you debunk all that you've been taught about it and the negative connotations, that's how the power gets taken away from it. Okay, so that is kind of a big difference. So me working with demons and me understanding my demons is just like, I feel like I can go somewhere, and if I was with a darker force, I wouldn't be scared, but I would know how to combat it, because once you engulf yourself in like darkness, and when you understand where it comes from, there's no fear. So like demons don't scare me, or voodoo doesn't scare me, or what the average person might be afraid of. The average Christian considers sage demonic, okay, when they be possessed around the church all day and night. But I digress. So that's just my experience with transmuting my demons. I found a power. I have access to a power that not a lot of people have access to. And I also use my demons as my protectors. So if I need protection from, if I'm in an area, or if I'm in an environment where, I kind of feel like I kind of need to be on guard a little bit, especially, I work in the entertainment industry. Y'all know I'm a dancer. I do use my demons to let people know, don't fuck with me. And I think because of that, I never really had any really crazy experiences. There's a spirit here. Look, they said I put a glass of water for me to drink. I don't know if they mistaken it for me giving it to them, but I got a glass of water for me to drink. And if you have an altar, you set water down and start bubbling like that, that means it's a spirit here. So hey. So yeah, make friends with your demons, and know that you're in control. Okay. This is why a lot of people need religions, because society, from going to school, the education system, and the economic system and the job system has instilled in you that you're kind of mediocre, you're just another person, and throw you into the world and then do the best that you can. Some people make it better than others. Okay. How do I utilize them? I'm trying to learn how to deal with them so long. I don't know any books. I learned most of this stuff from listening to Brother Panic and Bobby Hemmett for the longest. And like I said, when I started listening to Panic, I got everything instantly. Like everything was just resonated for me instantly. It's not one thing that Panic hasn't said that didn't resonate with my spirit. So obviously we're on the same frequency in regards to that. But me understanding, where they come from, and me understanding even just dark energy. Like I said, dark energy or dark magic is just you pulling the source of power that you're pulling from is that dark matter that's in space, literally. Like because there's no such thing as light. Light is an illusion, because the sun can explode right now and we'll be in total darkness. Okay, so the sun is just an illusion. To give us light is an illusion. Okay, it's necessary so you can see, because you need a balance between light and darkness. But ultimately, light is most certainly an illusion, because we're under darkness. Okay, and then without darkness, there will be no light. Even in the Bible said, before there was darkness, before there was light, there was darkness. Okay, the darkness is everything, and as above, so below. You can see how that manifests even on this planet. The first beings, humanoid entities to walk this planet, were indeed black or melanated. So when God said, "I created man in my image," He created a black humanoid melanated figure, what we call as Homo sapiens, what we call as now humans. Okay, so like I said, I don't know any book recommendations on demons. I did this as my own personal stuff. Most of the stuff I learned from not my own research, of course, because a lot of the books that I have were recommended by Brother Panic anyway, and I just read them and got them, and they're very great books. But yeah, Masterly Foolish. A lot of his content from Brother Panic is where I learned most of this shit from, and then it's really started to make sense. So yeah, um, exactly. So I don't know. That's just my experience with demons. I personally, like I said, I like working with darker energies anyway, because darker energies, the reason why demons and darker energies are so feared is because they're the most powerful, okay? You don't really get scared when you see a picture of Saint Michael or not Saint Michael, or yeah, Saint Michael or Archangel Michael. You don't really get scared when you see Archangel Gabriel. But when you see one of the Galatias, or some horned figure depicted as Satan, or Pombagira is it's an Afro-Brazilian deity who I love to work with. Especially she works really well with sex workers, because she is the protector, and has a lot of seductive qualities. She's known as the she devil. So I like working with demons because they're the most powerful. Um, and I love my demons, and I can see how they manifest. Especially they consider Lilith a demon, I guess. Lilith and really Jezebel are my top two. Jezebel is like one of the highest ranking demons in hell. Okay, now obviously hell is not a real place. Okay, look around, you're already in hell. Okay, hell is not a real place. Like I said earlier, when you actually start to do research and start to break down the allegory of everything and all these symbolisms and all these stories from the Bible and stories from the Kabbalah and all these different types of energies, when you actually start to decode them, you know what they're talking about. So hell is not a real place. We should know that by now. We're wrong. There's no place you go when you burn. Okay, hell is just the place that you go. The mental state that you're in when you die. So for example, a lot of people who commit suicide, if you're depressed and you commit suicide thinking that you about to just be okay, and no, like you're gonna go into the afterlife with those same feelings, and you're gonna have to work that shit out. So it just is what it is. What does Lilith mean in the birth chart? Lilith in your birth chart, how can I explain it? That is like your it's like Pluto but times 10. Okay, it's like your almost like your hidden self. Okay, almost like where how can I explain it? It's like where your most primordial energy is. Okay, like how Pluto in your chart represents like where you have death, power struggles, transformation a lot, or where you experience sudden changes. But yeah, Lilith in your birth chart just represents, I don't know how to explain it. It just represents a really darker aspects. For example, I used to date somebody whose Lilith conjunct my son in astrology, and it was a lot of he was intimidated by me. They say that Lilith in a man's chart represents the woman that he fears the most. And I have two experiences where one person's Lilith conjuncted my moon, and another person's Lilith conjuncted my sun. And the person who conjuncted my sun, like he was super intimidated by me, and in return, like he tried to do subtle things to control me, like he did his other girlfriend. But he realized that he couldn't tame me because that Lilith does not like to be tamed. So, and I have Lilith I think I have Lilith in the 3rd house. So wherever it is positioned, Lilith in your chart is going to tell you, where you really turn up at. So I got Lilith in Gemini in the 3rd house. And yeah, I can really destroy you with my words. So it just depends on the house that you're in. If you have Lilith in the 1st house, I used to have a friend, my ex-best friend, she had Lilith in the 1st house. She could easily seduce people because the 1st house deals with your appearance. When somebody actually walk up on you and meet you, you're meeting their ascendant, their 1st house. Hi Tyrone. No, you did not too much. So yeah, the Lilith in your chart is going to tell you I guess where your darkest attributes are. It could either like where you can really fuck some shit up. So Lilith and Gemini deal with communication. So watch your words, because your words can really destroy somebody, or your words can really you know, create a reality you don't want to create. In your birth chart, Lilith looks like, let me show you. That's why I got 2 phones. I'm so glad I got 2 phones now. I got 2 phones. I'm gonna be a trapper. I feel like a trap star. Let me bring up Lilith, the Lilith sign, so you can see what it looks like. So it looks like this in your birth chart. So when you're looking at your birth chart, the symbol that looks like this in the chart, this is where your Lilith is placed, okay? So yeah, Lilith and Mercury. Yeah, I have Lilith and Mercury too. I have Lilith conjunct Mercury. So that's like a double whammy with my words. So I have to watch my words, okay? I have not only Lilith and Gemini, or do I have it in the second house? I don't remember. I might have it in the second house, but I think I might have, I don't know. I don't remember. But I know I have a Lilith and Gemini either on the second house or third house. No, I think I got it in the third house because my Mercury's in the third house. But anyway, yes, Lilith is considered a demon because, you know, she wanted to be first. You know, you got women who are like Eve, and you got women who are like Lilith. But, you know, you got people like me who are balanced. You know, some days I don't want to be Lilith. Some days I do want a man to be a man. Other days I do feel like destroying men and, you know, taking their money. So, you can't find it in capitalization. Yeah, you can. So, I don't know. Yeah, make friends with your demons, because your demons are going to be there when everybody else in the world has abandoned you. Your demons really are, they like the lower nature of you to remind you who the fuck you are, okay? That's the purpose of your demons, okay? Was Eve a deity? I think so. Eve represents, you know, she represents to me the light femininity. There you go. Yeah, to me, Eve represents light femininity. So, oh honey, what you want to do today? Oh no, babe, you know. Shut up, Tyrone. Shut up, Tyrone. I hate you. So yeah, I would consider Eve is, I view her as light femininity, and Lilith I view as dark femininity, like your dominatrix, this type, you know, woman. I actually love dark, I love dark feminine energy. It changed my life, but I use it well, you know, I use it very well. So Lilith in Aquarius, how would that manifest? Probably maybe power struggles with friends, or maybe, I don't know, unconventional obsession with, I don't know. But yeah, make friends with your demons so they can work for you. Okay, don't let the don't fight your demons. I hate when people, because every time I hear somebody say I'm fighting your demons, I feel the need to correct them. Like, that's why your ass getting beat the fuck down, because you sit here and try to fight them instead of trying to control them. Like, it's like, you know, taming a bull or a wild horse. You know, you ever play Red Dead Redemption, PlayStation, and hi Rashad. You ever play Red Dead Redemption on PlayStation? Remember, you had to catch a horse. And like, so you had to bring out your lasso and catch the horse and actually book on the horse and stuff like that. That's kind of how it is, you know, with demons. Have you done your Dragonic birth chart? I have done my Dragonic birth chart, and I'm not satisfied with the placements. I'm not satisfied with those placements at all. I don't even know how to interpret the Dragonic chart. I know that's supposed to be like really your soul's purpose, or like basically the astrology of your soul. I think tropical is your ego. I think sidereal might be your spirit, and then maybe your Dragonic chart is your actual soul. Like, I'm talking about from the beginning of time. That's my interpretation of it. But I don't like my placements in my Dragonic chart. Apparently I'm a Libra sun, Virgo moon, Capricorn Mars, so that explains the ambition and the materialism that I have. But yeah, I don't like it. I'm not feeling it. I have no Leo in my chart. I like my Leo, so I like to keep that energy in my Aries. Those are my two energies that I cherish the most. So yeah, so don't be afraid of the dark, basically, because I don't know, since I'm actually study black magic and actually practice it in my own way, it's, I don't know, it's, I'm not afraid of anything. Like, I'm like not afraid of demons. If I was to encounter one, I'd be like, hey, you gotta go. Like, or like, I'm not afraid of spirits, because I understand, like, I just understand, like, when you go into the darkness is understanding. When you actually dive into dark shit and demons and stuff like that, you actually really understand a lot of stuff, and that kind of alleviates fear, because that's how your worst things manifest, is out of fear. So it's like, I don't fear the spirit world. I fear other things, earthly stuff that I'm still working on, but it is what it is. But yeah, I don't so people be like, that's demons, I'm afraid of demons. Like, okay, like, I dance with demons, what's up? Like, me and Lucifer, we cool, we tight. Satan worships me, I don't worship Satan. That's my bitch. Satan wants to be me. So it's, I don't know, it's not you know, so once you embrace that shadow side of you, you should be okay. You know, but it takes conquering yourself first. You know, don't do no type of black magic, don't do no type of spells, you don't know what the fuck you're doing if you haven't mastered yourself yet. Because if you haven't mastered yourself yet, then that's when, you know, your mind start going crazy, and then maybe you evoke something that you shouldn't have evoked, because you don't even know how to control yourself. You don't even know how to control the stimuluses of your responses. I mean, you don't even know how to control your responses doing a spell that you don't even know what the fuck you're doing. So that's why they say, like, before you or like, you know, that white girl that got killed by burying somebody or whatever, she was in over her head, because that's a darker entity. And in order to work with darker entities and get successful results, you need to do shadow work. So you need to really embrace the negative things that you don't like about yourself. You need to embrace your childhood trauma. You need to embrace any type of abuse, any type of insecurities that you have for yourself. And is it easy? Of course it's not easy. But are the results rewarding? Yes. Because when somebody try to tell you about yourself, you are already aware of it. And you can go toe-to-toe with somebody. Like, yeah, I know I'm this. Okay, and but what about you? Oh, and then, like I said, you got them right where you want them. Oh, it's 444. Hey. Look at that. I like that. 444. And I've been seeing a lot of synchronicities lately, too. Like, seeing a lot of numbers. Hold on. Let me go in here and read some of your comments. But yeah, you know me. I am like the dark goddess. What do you think about the succubus and incubus? Succubus, okay. It just depends. I met an incubus, okay. I had a friend who was an incubus. He's gay, but you know, he kind of like fucking with straight men, because he likes to bring out there. He fuck with straight men who he knows has a little bit of sugar in their tank. So he's an incubus he's an incubus. So he called me a succubus. I'm like, well, if I'm a succubus, you an incubus. So succubuses are just it depends how you use the energy. I use succubus energy to get what I want, especially for men. Like I said, I'm a dancer at the club. So, you know, you gotta hustle, you gotta talk to men, and you gotta get them to fall in love with you so you can get the money. And, you know, that's what I do. I don't like take their souls or whatever, but, you know, I don't like completely destroy them, but I just run their pockets dry. I just run their pockets dry. And, you know, I make sure, you know, they get home safe. Tell security to make sure he gets home safe. Is he been drinking? Can I get you some water? Yeah, Tyrone's in here. Tyrone can tell you, explain, you know, succubuses and incubuses. Like I said, concepts sometimes are a little hard for me to put in words. So I'm working on that. And yeah, I'm in Atlanta. Oh, let me go through my stuff. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me put some pimping in it. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. What the hell? Where's my stuff? I don't see it on mine. Let me see. Your channel. So, okay, here I go. Are you Gemini rising, or why do you call yourself Gemini? I'm a Gemini sun. Not a Gemini rising. I'm an Aries rising. Well, at least in tropical astrology. And then somebody asked me about Vedic astrology. Honestly, I'm starting to convert to Vedic astrology more. I think Vedic astrology is a lot more accurate than tropical astrology. I knew this day was coming. I tried to deny it as long as I could, but I think Vedic astrology is a lot more accurate because it describes, like I said, tropical describes the ego. Vedic describes the soul, right? I'm not really happy about my Vedic chart, but I can kind of see it. Because I ain't no Pisces, okay? I don't have to be, you know. Apparently, I'm a Pisces moon and a Pisces rising. I don't like that. I like my Vedic Pisces paper, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I still do have, one thing I do appreciate, though, and my Vedic astrology, oh, honey, I work at Blaze, honey, or Stoker's, okay? I work at High. And when I came here, I made sure that I was not going to work at no place like Blaze or Stoker's, okay? To me, those are like hole in the raw strip clubs. I work at a more upscale club, okay? I'm not going to tell what club I work at, but it's mentioned in rap songs, and it's popular, okay? And it's more upscale. And I'm actually thinking about moving clubs, okay? So, no, I don't work at Magic, but I'm thinking about going up there this week. No, actually, I'm getting hired at another club. They opened another club. They opened the King of Diamonds here, so I'll probably work there. But other than that, you know, but yeah, I'll be at Magic City soon, probably. I can see myself being there. I think I just was intimidated by the I was intimidated by the what do you call that? I was intimidated by, I guess, the status of Magic City, but you know, the house mom at the club that I work at, she was just like, girl, if you don't get up there and go. So she kind of gassed me up. But yeah, you know, I don't work at holes in the walls, baby. I am a classy, established lady, okay? I like the best of the best, okay? I don't settle. Go through some of y'all other stuff. Someone told me last year that, I thought you didn't believe in astrology, Tyrone. It's like, no. I know how Tyrone feel about astrology, so. What is dark feminine energy like? Okay, dark feminine energy is not being a bitch to everybody. Dark feminine energy is like that primal creative force. Like, I do believe the universe is female, not out of ego, but out of science, okay? There are protons and electrons, I'm sorry. And so the positive polarity is masculine. The negative polarity is feminine. Negative doesn't mean evil or good or bad. It just means opposing, okay? What goes up must come down, okay? So dark feminine energy is just, I don't know, that primordial creation energy is very self first. You know, now how it manifests is it can manifest as being a bitch. I did experience that. I took in too much dark energy around 2019 early. It ended up costing me a friendship at the time. Especially I was in New Orleans around Mardi Gras, so you know that energy was kind of in heightened. You know, I was taking in too much of the Jezebel energy to the point I was a bitch. So I can definitely understand that. I was thinking about working with Callie, so she came to me in a dream, and she told me not ready, shadow work. Yeah, like I said, Callie, you gotta be ready for Callie, okay? Like I said, I said in my last video, Callie is when I'm actually trying to really dead some shit. Like if I'm tired of the same experience, or I'm tired of me having the same behavior or thought pattern that keeps attracting the same experience, I bring out Kali. Like that's how you know I mean business. Like, and Kali has helped me through a lot of stuff. But yeah, Kali requires shadow work and honesty, because the Kali archetype is very serious. Kali is just like the Kali energy is a dark feminine energy. Like So it'll be like that type of woman that you come up to and you know you can't just hit her with superficial flattery. She's gonna be like, okay, what you want? Like, talk about something deeper. If you don't want to talk about anything deeper, okay, I need this done, I need this done. You don't want to, you wasting my time, okay? So that's one thing I do appreciate about Kali and the darker feminine goddesses, okay? You meet your own mind, your genes are your astral projections. You don't feel ready to work with the energy. Yeah. Yeah. So, that's really it. I really like to clear up a lot of stuff about darker energies because people be pussy. But then again, a lot of this isn't for everybody. So it's good that you have spookism. Like Kali has such a horrendous face because you know, it's meant to scare off people who's not meant for her, you know. So, but actually Kali is a nurturer. Kali is a really she's like a nurturing mother. Same thing with I'm learning about Santa Marte. I've been really drawn to work with Santa Marte, so I think I'm gonna actually start doing it. But Santa Marte, I think that energy, she likes to be the one and only. And I like to have multiple deities on my altar, but I know with Santa Marte, I'll kind of have to eliminate all of the other deities on my altar that I'm, you know, invoking and stuff. So that's a commitment that I'm not ready to make yet because I like working with a lot of deities. So I'm not ready to dedicate myself to Santa Marte. But even Santa Marte is the great mothers. Imagine she's like a black mother, like literally the black Santa Marte. Like in Bad Boys 3, like they make Santa Marte like she is about death, and death meaning not like the lady when she was trying to cast a spell on Will Smith, trying to kill him because she mad that he left her or some shit like that. Like that's petty magic. Like I hate when witches be doing shit like that. Like, bitch, you ain't got nothing else to do. Your rituals on. Like, manifest some money. Well, she already had money, but I guess when you do got money, you ain't got shit else to do. So, but yeah, I don't like how Hollywood projected Santa Marte because Santa Marte is actually, I've learned about her a little bit. She's actually a mother, a nurturer. She's like your black mother. She gonna make sure, okay, you graze straight. She's kind of hard. She's stern, but she like, okay, you know good and damn well you're not supposed to be going over there, or you know good and damn well you're not supposed to be calling that nigga again because he did A, B, and C, and D. You know good and damn well you're not supposed to be calling that girl because she ghosted you. Da da da. That's Santa Marte. Santa Marte, she's very nurturing, but her appearance is not for everybody. Okay, because everybody is not meant to be connecting with those type of energy, that deity. Just make an altar. Yeah, I did think about that. I did think about just making a separate altar for her. So I'm in my own personal room. I have room, but not a lot of room. So I'm just trying to figure it out. I have a pole here, so this pole kind of takes up a lot of space, and I need to keep a lot of space in my room so I can start doing my pole and stuff, my pole fitness and everything, and I'll be working out in my room. So we'll see. But yeah, they always project and same thing with Kali. Kali has such a horrendous face is because I dated my ex-girlfriend. She was a Kali archetype. And she had explained that to me. She was just like, Kali looks like that because, you know, she's meant to scare people who are not for her. But if you really have that courage to look past her through her face, then that means she is for you, you know. But when people see Kali, the average person, when they see Kali, they just be like, oh my God, you know, who is that? What is that? Oh my God, am I doing that? Yeah, because it's not for you, because you're not ready for this smoke. You're not ready for this type of transformation and this type of elevation. Okay. Hecate, Hecate is Greek. She's a Greek, isn't she like the moon god? She's not a goddess. Hecate, I found out she's a titan. She's not a goddess. So there's a difference between goddesses and titans. But yeah, Hecate's like the moon goddess, you know, dark feminine. I think she does rule, you know, magic and things like that. Kali, my ex, yeah. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did date a woman who was a Kali archetype. Like I said, besides with the nigga she was with, she was in her full power at the time. Because her nigga was a fucking incubus and he was a bitch. So yeah, but you know, now I see that she's flourishing and actually being in that energy, which I do appreciate. So like I said, even her, she was she was a Virgo, very stern, very serious, but on the inside she was very nurturing. I learned down the line by trickster deities like Shiva and Dionysus. Yeah, you remind me, Tyrone, you remind me of Ishu, Alegua. That's what you remind me of. And you know what, Tyrone, I know what you like. And this how I know, I don't want to tell your secrets out in public, but you know, I'm a very good reader of people. And I know you just be, most of the stuff that you be posting is just to shake the table to get a response. Okay. And people be eating it up. But I'm not mad at you because I'll probably do some shit that's quite similar. So that's one thing I noticed that you do. You post shit to shake shit up on purpose to get reactions out of people. I like that. Trickster energy. I feel like we're until I'm ready to yeah, no comment my ass because you know I'm right. I be seeing through you. That's why I'll just be like, you know what, I'm just letting him talk. Yeah. I think I work with deities like Ashun until I'm ready to work with Kali type energies. Yeah, like I said, Ashun's more safe. People like Ashun, you know. I like Oshun too. She's like the sensualist. But you know, everybody likes to work with Oshun. Well, no, yeah, everybody likes to work with Oshun. She's very pleasant. But not a lot of people know that Oshun has a shadow side. Like, you know, Beyonce kind of explained that, you know, in the Lemonade video where, you know, she was walking down the street. Oshun is also the type of girl who's the type of bitch that destroy your shit, you know, because you cheated. she'll cut up your stuff and bleach your clothes and set them on fire. Like, that's Oshun energy too. So even non-threatening people or deities, even seemingly non-threatening types, even they have a dark side. Yeah, she can turn into oil, exactly. Even they have a dark side. So even Yemaya, I'm about to work with Yemaya now because your girl needs some healing. Okay, it's Pisces season. I've been feeling really outer worldly. And I like working with Yemaya because my grandmother, she's a Yemaya archetype to the T. Like, it's actually very scary how my grandmother is a Yemaya archetype. Like, even to the fact they said, like, Yemaya, the children of Yemaya, they have 4 kids and three daughters and 1 son. And that's my grandmother. Like, Yemaya archetypes only have 1 son and all daughters. And that's my grandmother. Like, she has 3 daughters and 1 son. And so I like to work with her because she reminds me of my grandmother. My mom is she's Capricorn. So, you know, Capricorn, Saturn, it's not really going to kiss your boo-boos. But my grandmother, that's my dog. Like, I'm 25 years old. I can still sit on her lap. 130 pounds and all, okay? So that's how I like working with Yemaya. But even Yemaya has a shadow side, you know, with, what do you call those? Not tsunamis. Yeah, so with like tsunamis. Yemaya can also be very spiteful. Like I said, feminine energy, creation energy is that's why you need masculine energy. That's why I appreciate masculine energy, because feminine energy is chaos. Masculine energy can be chaos too. Like Shango kind of reminds me of chaos, but you know, oil can do it even better, right? So that's why masculine energy is needed, because to kind of not tame, but kind of make sure it don't get out of hand, okay? Like, I like a man who calms my anxiety, okay? Last guy I was with, I guess you can say, I was worried about something. Like, I noticed that, like, a lot of men that are around me, they tell me to calm down, like, because I'm an overthinker. So I got all this chaos energy coming on, anxiety, and what about this? What about that? What about A, B, C, D? But I tend to attract men who kind of calm me down and kind of ground me and, you know, be practical. So that's why I like masculine energy too. Like, you know, we in a time where women don't really appreciate men, are not really seeing the value of men, because, you know, they went through traumatic experiences with men, so they attract shitty ass men and just blame it on everybody else, instead of just doing the work. But, you know, actually, which is kind of unfortunate that it's like that. But, you know, I actually really do appreciate the masculine presence, because masculine is how you keep shit done. It's my protector. Like, even when we at the strip club, like, you know, it's the security, which is a masculine energy, protects the dancers. Be scared about it. So, you know, that's one thing I do appreciate. She what y'all talking about. What's your favorite crystal store in Atlanta? I don't know. Like I said, I only been in Atlanta for, it's about to be 5 weeks now. I haven't been to a crystal store. I bought this from somebody in Detroit. I don't know if y'all familiar with Double R the God. He used to rock with Young Pharaoh. Well, he still rocks with Young Pharaoh, but Double R the God, his girlfriend, she made a necklace and I bought it and I just took it out. That's it. But yeah, like I said, everything, no matter how you think, like, you know, everything has polarity. So lightness and dark. So you can't be afraid of that other side. You can't just stay like, and that ties into it too. Like I said, people are attracted to Oshun because she's pleasant, you know, she's seductive. She's literally the goddess of love and the creation. She's literally like the Empress card, and she's the Empress card in the tarot. But she has a shadow side as well. So, you know, so you have to, in order to be a master, you have to delve into both sides. You have to learn how to deal with both sides to become a master and master thyself, and not be scared of the shadow, because literally you are from the darkness. You are dark. And it's crazy, like Tyrone said earlier, it's crazy how black people be afraid of, you know, the darkness and certain energies. Nigga, you black. Or like, when black people be afraid of black cats, like, how are you afraid of a black cat? Nigga, you're black. You're afraid of you? Like, you're afraid of yourself? Like, and that's like, it's just be that ignorance. I just really just make me just want to, you know, sock people in the face. But yeah, it's just, you know, that darkness representation, I would say at least 95% of people in this chat right now is black. Y'all black as hell. Like, my eyes is black. Is that evil? My lipstick is black. Is that evil? This hair is black. Is that evil? My shirt is black. Is it evil? No, it just means absent of light. It just means the opposite polarity of light. Okay? So that's why people be running around here crazy as hell, because they don't want to acknowledge their darkness. And yeah, it just is what it is. I just feel, I don't know. I'm trying not to develop let me not say that. It can come out wrong. But yeah, so the darkness is where it's at. Dark side. Come to the dark side. Or even then, I had made a tweet about this. Even then, another thing about the dark side, Star Wars. I love Star Wars, right? You know what? I think I'm gonna just go ahead and buy Disney Plus, because I'm gonna have me a Star Wars marathon and I'm gonna make a video on it. It's got to be fire. Yes, some people do consider black cats good luck. I know I do. But even then, I understand why Darth Vader became Darth Vader. Like, Anakin Skywalker is Darth Vader. So, and me watching the Star Wars movies, like, I'm not gonna mention, well, no, I am gonna mention Rey. Like, if you don't like Rey, I'm sorry. I like Rey. I think I like her. I fuck with her. I think she's cool. But even like watching the old Star Wars movie, like, I kind of understand why. Ooh, I got candy. I forgot I had this. I almost understand why Anakin went to the dark side, because like Obi-Wan, he wasn't like a receptive of, really, like, nobody in the Jedi community was receptive to Anakin's ideas. Anakin represented the change. Actually, in reality, Anakin Skywalker was supposed to be Rey, but Anakin just didn't know how to, I don't know, maybe that's just the path he chose. I don't know. If I'd probably be on the dark side too. Yeah, the Jedi Order was too arrogant. And yeah, every time Anakin Skywalker would have an idea, Obi-Wan just shut it down. Like, damn, nigga, like, you don't even want to listen to what he got to say. So, you know, after years of going through that, he was just like, fuck it, I'm killing all y'all. He just, you know, destruction, that darkness, he represents destroying. And I think that was so significant about the whole series, is because Darth Vader represents that darkness, that destruction, or like that Kali energy, or that oil energy, where you just completely destroy everything. And then as time went on, you know, the Jedi Order did kind of revamp itself. But in order to revamp itself and not get arrogant, Yeah, he killed everybody. Like, killed the kids too. Like, why you have to kill the kids, dog? You didn't have to kill the kids. Like, you could have just beat them in the head and, I don't know, drop them off somewhere. I don't know. But he killed everybody. Like, and that's dark energy. Dark energy don't care. Like, or darker. This one I want to say too. This is why I like working with darker energies, because they're not confined by human morality. Okay, that's why dark magic works. That's why darkness is feared so much, because it works. It's powerful. It doesn't abide by the morality of human consciousness. It's because it's above it. It's more intelligent in it. Like I said, Damon translates to genius. It has a positive connotation, right? So that's why you know, so he represents that. You know, the average person would be like, dang, that's kind of messed up, but it had to be done. So Rey can get her yellow lightsaber, and so that Rey can be the next Skywalker and welcome in the new generation of the Jedi. Change. Darkness is destruction. But so something else can be reborn. That's where you got the light come from. And that's what Rey did. Rey balanced her lightness and she balanced her dark. Because at first she had a problem with, in Star Wars, she had a problem with, she was related to Palpatine, the Emperor. She was related to him. And, you know, that kind of messed her up, because she just, and even then in Star Wars, you'll notice that, like, she started having these dark thoughts, and they kept bothering her. But eventually she learned her history and learned that, you know, her family member was Palpatine, who is, you know, the emperor of the dark side, you know, who wanted to take over everything. That was her grandfather. And, you know, at first she had issues coming to terms with that, but when she integrated the lightness and the dark, you know, that's when she was successful. Unlike Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren was the other guy. Same concept. He had both light and dark. His parents were Han Solo and Princess Leia. But it was like, it was a darkness inside, and he was ultimately a part of the dark side. So he fell, and he had ended up meeting his demise because he didn't do his shadow work until it was too late. Like, and it kind of made sense why he killed him, because there's no way, like, he could have been alive and, you know, live life happily ever after. Like, that nigga did unspeakable crimes. They was about to let that nigga just go. You and Rey. I would not tolerate Rey hate, okay, on this channel. Okay, I like Rey. So yeah. So like I said, it be movies like Star Wars or certain movies. These movies be telling you about, and I wanted to make a video on that. If you don't balance your darkness, it can really be your demise. Like Kylo Ren. He didn't get it until the last minute, but, you know, he balanced that light with his darkness. You know, he righted his wrongs, but at the end of the day, he had to die. You did too much. Like, Kylo Ren killed his father, you know. So the evil in him would just be like, yeah, fuck that nigga. But, you know, that light started to come in. He needed to learn how to balance his light, his darkness with the light. And that's what Rey had to do. Rey had to learn how to balance her light with the darkness. And there you have it. That's Star Wars 101 wrapped up. So, yeah, embracing your darkness, like I said, it really is life and death. And that's how you manifest faster, too. Like I said, you can't manifest if I want something new like, let's say, for example, I want a new furniture in my living room, right? The old furniture represents, you know, the old ideas about myself, the trauma that I've been through. My mama told me I wasn't shit. My girlfriend cheated on me when I was 16, so fuck these hoes, you know what I'm saying? All these bitches manipulators and cheaters. And I'm still holding on to that. But I want to manifest, like, universe, I would like to manifest $1 million, or I would like to have a successful business, or whatever your heart's desire, right? And a picture, that manifestation, has new furniture. Well, I can't move out. I can't receive the new furniture until I move out the old furniture. The old furniture represents your trauma, you know, your shadow work. Your shadow work is your trauma. So a lot of people can't really ascend or access higher parts of themselves because they're holding on to the past. Let that shit go, big dog. Let it go. Let that hurt go, 2021. Let it go. So that's why shadow work is important, because that's how you manifest faster. You know, faster manifestation happens in the 5th dimension. The 5th dimension is through the heart chakra, heart consciousness, having your heart light. So you can't manifest $1 million. You can't be that successful business owner if you still holding on to childhood trauma. It's not going to work like that. Yeah, the Sith definitely have more in common with melanated people. The Rogue Titan and Ravana Noon, they be on that. So this is Hawaiian Punch. It's like a, I don't know, it's a special edition of somebody came to a strip club and, you know, gave us packets of candy. So that was nice. You know, it be people, you know, it be people trying to come to the strip club thinking we need saving. No. Pretending to be a hoe is fun. But they do come with gifts though. So it's really good. But yeah, I would definitely say I probably would be a part of the dark side too. You know. Or who knows? I don't know what I would be. But this is my butterfly year to expand. Yeah. Well, in order to expand, in order to run faster, you got to drop some weight. In order to move faster, you got to drop some weight. Think of Rock Lee when he fought Gara. When Rock Lee dropped them ankle weights, he started to move. So yeah, it's your time to shine, but make sure you eliminate everything first, okay? So you can take flight more, you know, no baggage. Like the more baggage a plane has, the more jet fuel that they have to use. If you don't use the proper, I mean, like, okay, that's why they charge you more on the airplane. So same concept. Same concept. So if you want to go faster, you want to make it to your destination, you got to drop some baggage. Pack light. Oh, oh, go. Sometimes it's hard, you can't let go. Okay, I think I'm about to go, y'all. I'm hungry and I've really been this shit is fire. Shut up, Tyrone, leave me alone. I'm hungry and I've been craving a barbecue pizza all week. So I think I'm gonna order that and probably make some TikToks to, you know, increase my platform in my creative process. Yeah. To whom much is given, much is expected. I know that's right. I be thinking that shit every day. Like, why? But great power comes with great responsibility. Always remember that too. Some hot honey chili pizza last night. Actually, that sounds fire. That sounds really fire. But start advertising your Cashapp. Yeah, no, my Cashapp is in my well, no, I didn't do it before. I'll do it after I finish the live. But I usually drop my Cashapp and stuff. Like I said, I'm still doing readings, y'all. For all 47 y'all still here. Still doing readings. I post all my information and stuff in the description box. Or you can just visit my other videos. Everything's in the description box as well. But with that being said, y'all, I love y'all.